Greetings and welcome back to Gothic Homemaking. Today I'm celebrating with a little bubbly in the lair of Voltaire. Just being alive, my dusty friend, just being alive. And when I celebrate, I do like to do so with my favorite cava. That's cava with a C. For those of you who do not know what cava is, it is a lot like champagne. It's a sparkling wine. In fact, champagne is also a sparkling wine, but it can be called champagne if it is made in the Champagne region of France. And only sparkling wines made in the Champagne region of France can be called champagne. So what do we call other sparkling wines when they're from other parts of the world? Well, if they're from Italy, they're typically called Prosecco, and if they're from Spain, they're typically called cava. I may be oversimplifying a little bit. There may be different grapes involved and different processes, but that is generally the naming rule for sparkling wine. Now, this one in particular in this spectacular bottle is my favorite cava, and it is called Segura Viudas, which roughly translates in Spanish as Secure Widows. And that is why this amazing bottle is the #1 ingredient in our project today called a widow's funeral bouquet. As for the rest of the items, I'm going to take you to Michael's to get those. Take a look. This Halloween, while doing my Michael's reviews, I swung by the Halloween floral section. And of course, being a monster kid, I greatly appreciate their macabre offerings. But it was pieces like this one that set my imagination awhirl. In the main Halloween section this year, I found some extraordinary artificial flowers in black that came in several exquisite shapes, varieties, and textures, just perfect for a wonderfully morbid funeral bouquet. Venturing outside of the Halloween section into the regular floral section, I found some wonderful black pieces, like these black roses. This incredible black calla lily made of latex that was extraordinarily realistic, and several other pieces perfect for this project. Now I had all of the artificial flowers that I needed for this project. Back to this amazing bottle for a moment. I have to tell you that I used to be able to find Segura Viudas all over New York City a while back. But when I started making this video, I couldn't find it anywhere. So if you want to do this project and if you're having trouble finding this cava, I would suggest trying to order it online or go to your local liquor store and ask them to order you a bottle or two. I eventually got lucky in New York City's scenic West Village. We're at a liquor store called Casa Oliveira. I found the Holy Grail. Once you've emptied the contents of this gorgeous bottle, you're ready to go. You'll just need to remove this rather tenacious label. I found scraping it off with a sharp knife or razor works best. If there's sticky residue left over, I'd suggest Ben Nye Bond Off or some other adhesive remover to get it off. Now that our bottle is nice and clean, we're ready to paint it. Now we can paint it all black, as you know, I love that look, but these details are so beautiful that you'll probably want to preserve those, and this is how you can do it. Grab some blue painter's tape and use it to cover the metal details along the bottom, like so. I don't really worry about that label on the back. Now this area is gorgeous and more complicated, so for this part, we're going to use liquid latex. Liquid latex is an air-drying rubber. It ruins brushes, so whatever brush you use, make sure it's not one of your favorites because you will be throwing it out when you're done. Just paint the latex onto the details you wish to preserve, making sure you don't get any on the bottle. When you're done, your bottle will look something like this. Latex dries a nearly transparent yellow, so you'll barely notice it's there except for the rubbery feeling it has. In time, I had 4 bottles ready to go, and the only thing left to do was to take them outside and paint them black. I used a spray black lacquer for this project. Once your bottles are dry, you simply peel off the latex, and if you did a good job, your metal details will be paint-free. Like this. Next, I peeled away the painter's tape to reveal the metal details along the bottom. And here is my finished vase for the widow's funeral bouquet. I also made one that was all black because I just love that look. And now for the fun part. You simply add a sprig to each bottle and you're done. Or if you prefer, you can make simple arrangements like this one. Keep in mind that the opening is quite small, but it's big enough to mix and match some of these items to create a lovely effect. I really love these wispy bits. I feel they add a lot. And here's my favorite arrangement. It's so creepy and quirky, I really think it looks like it's from a funeral scene from some Tim Burton movie, don't you? I love it. And now you simply place them around your lair to add a touch of serene morbidity to any corner. And if you're interested in seeing how to make a full Gothic bouquet of artificial flowers, I'd suggest watching my Gothic homemaking video on that subject right here on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this short and simple, but hopefully informative episode of Gothic homemaking. And speaking of celebrating with Bubbly in the lair, I just realized we do have something to celebrate. No, dummy, and you're not getting out of your blood-packed, I mean, contract that easily. What I realized is that minus a couple of promos and commercials for the show, we've made 92 episodes of Gothic homemaking, and that means that we're less than 10 episodes away from our 100th episode. Now, if I stay on target and I keep releasing a new episode every single week until the end of the year, that means that we will have hit our 100th episode of Gothic homemaking before the end of 2020. No joke. A toast to you. Thank you for watching the show, for sharing with your friends on social media, for your likes and your comments and your subs, and most importantly, for just sticking around. Salud. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see as our 100th episode. Until then, see you next time.